As we started the Python workshop, the founder of Computer Science Academy, Sofiat, shared her story on how she started it, and I can't stop thinking about it. She shared how she got overwhelmed and felt stuck, but didn't give up. What stood out most to me wasn't just her success, but her honesty, her willingness to talk about the tough parts, the moments of doubt, fear, and vulnerability is what truly makes her story powerful. It reminded me that courage isn't about never failing, it's about standing up every time you fall and being bold enough to tell your story so others feel less alone in theirs.
I came from this small village where there was no technology. You had to thrive to study.
By coming into the CSA Python workshop, I am ticking one box. This will help me to secure even a place in advancing my studies further.
It's really connecting me back to my dream.
Seeing how many people are still struggling back from where I came from, I just decided to come up with the idea of going back to empower them with computer programming skills. Like, what if I'm able to set up a workshop or teach them Python for 2 weeks, just as I had that opportunity, and talk to them and inspire them with my story and let them know that nothing is impossible.
The Anglophone crisis had, it took some other turn, and then the tension back then was very high, and so I had to go back home with the hope of one day going back into the computer science, the computer world.
When you get a child, especially when you're still in school or when you're still young, it's difficult for parents to give you a second chance. But for me it was different because my mom believed in me, and when this opportunity came and I told her, she told me that I should give it my all, and that is what I did.
When we got here, we did an exercise of knitting, and they were comparing knitting to coding, that the more you practice is the more you'll get used to it.
You know, it's just giving the confidence that of those very, very basic things, because there's lots of material online that you can look up, but if you don't have the confidence or are not sure of the basics, it's very difficult to pick them up.
The tutors have been very helpful. They've helped, so whenever they give tasks, they've always been around, going around to break the blocks into bricks, into bits that carries everyone along.
And it's not just about us standing at the front of a class teaching. It's more about building that community.
The CSA Africa Python workshop has awakened my mindset as a modern data scientist in the current world.
This program succeeds when they go back, and then they can build up that community, and they keep try to solve problems within their local areas.
I mean, we already have one of our participants here created a solution on ground in the workshop.
There was a bit of disorganization in the way the menu management was being handled, and I decided, okay, what if I create an app to try to solve this problem, because I think that will be something that will be beneficial to the workshop.
The first time I attended CSA Africa, I never thought I would one day come back and be a tutor. I never see it coming. So I'm doing it with all my heart and with so much passion.
I was in those same shoes, attending workshops, being taught how to code, being imparted confidence, and so coming back to do the same and impacting on other people's lives was very fulfilling to me.
I think bringing computing science, STEM, to people across the world, giving equal opportunities to those who don't have access to education, or even inspiring women to get into STEM is a huge problem, and I think that this CSA program is slowly addressing that.
I don't think there's a program that includes young women that have children, and it also caters for their accommodation and child-minding expenses.
It's giving me the background I need to now work on, like the foundation to build on. I know that it will be more work for me from here.
Coming here was more like life-changing for me, and I think it's a beginning of a new journey in my life.
I can't wait to go back in Tanzania and stand in a class, there in a podium, teaching my students how to do the Python language stuffs.
Workshops such as these ones, they give us, as a continent, the starting point or the foundation to start getting the direction of where we want to be eventually. So I'm very happy that our Dean allowed us to have this venue, and also our Deputy Vice Chancellor for supporting us from the beginning.
Anyone out there who has the support and who has the potential to help CSA grow into becoming a long-term program, we could really use your help. And we are looking forward to bringing you on board what we do, and also creating an opportunity for young Africans to be innovative, to grow, to be initiative, and to come up with ideas that could change the continent and the world at large.